I'm in one of those stages of chronic depression where it's so constant and underlying that things that should make you happy or have a certain reaction as per usual, like things that would make you happy or things that would be exciting, or like when someone says something and expect a certain response from you, you start to fabricate responses. You start to recreate the response that you typically should or would have if you were in a normal state of mind, like feigning happiness, feigning excitement. And it's been keeping me on the computer more because I don't like the feeling of that fabrication, but again, it's that thing where I know that if I were to actually express how I'm feeling all the time, people would just be worried about me all the time, and I just can't do that to people. So I've been spending more time isolating myself, editing more videos, diving into my YouTube channels, being with my family less. And I still don't know why I think I did a little bit. It's weird and it's difficult and uncomfortable. I've also been thinking about my dysphoria a lot, like how I am on the trans spectrum, and I've been thinking about my gender identity and stuff, and there have been times during the break, especially recently, where I've just been sitting around my family. We've been talking about deep stuff, so we have that connection. We're super relaxed, and I just think to myself, I could come out right now about my gender and they'd be totally fine with it. But then there's this weird comfortable disconnect, and I just don't. I think my game plan for coming out about gender to my immediate family is going to be, well, I mean, my sisters already know, but the rest of my immediate family, my brothers and my mom, I think I want to make a video, like an informational video, because coming out is great, but then I also, for people who aren't as familiar with this stuff and terminology, I want to add some educational value to it and explain why I feel the way I feel and what causes that and why it's important to respect that. But a part of me really does want to experience the coming out in person and the natural reactions that would elicit. But I'm just not, because coming out is never going to be comfortable, but technology gives us ways to work around this discomfort, and it gives us excuses, because I came out as gay through email and Facebook. I only came out in person to maybe 2 people in my family, and the rest it was all digital, and I guess I'm going by that, by gender too. I don't know. I wanted to start filming this video to talk about a coping mechanism, but I just thought dump happened, so. As I was on my laptop downstairs, I realized that I've been using one specific coping mechanism that's helped me. I found that when I allow myself and make myself take up space somehow, it helps me. Meaning things such as creating something and putting it on a platform where people will see it, trying on clothes in stores. What did I even just say? Okay, so I don't remember what I was just talking about, but it seemed like I was going along the terms of making yourself visible. So like, no, I'm so good at life. I think I'm discovering that when I film, if I start by introducing myself, it makes me feel more like I'm being watched by the camera, which makes me more anxious. So I think I do better when I just go straight into talking. But just a little side note,